When you decided to self-publish, it was for a reason. You didn't choose the traditional route for a reason. Maybe that's a temporary decision. Maybe you're deciding you will publish traditionally later, or maybe you're doing a combination of both. But your decision to self-publish was because you wanted the rights to all of your work. Being self-published, it comes with a cost. We know that. So when I saw that Amazon had the free ISBN, that was going to be a money saver for me. And really, for me, it didn't matter that Amazon owned the ISBN to my book at the time. But when I wanted to get my book into my local library, there was a problem. The problem was I didn't own the ISBN. There were some changes that I needed to make so that I could make more decisions for the books that I worked so hard to create. When I started taking full ownership of my books, I started taking full ownership of my self-publishing journey. Hi, my name is Aisha, and my mission is to mobilize you, the Christian writer, so that you can share your unique voice with the world. I will be bringing you writing tips and godly encouragement. So I mentioned ISBNs. What's an ISBN? It is this barcode and number that identifies your book. It identifies the weight of the book, the cost of the book cover, all the things that if someone were to be searching for your book, it would tell them through the ISBN. When organizations want to order your book, the ISBN is going to give them that information that they need. Now, when you publish through KDP, Amazon, they are kind enough to give you that free ISBN that allows you to keep moving through the self-publishing process. And that's great and all, but you don't decide the distribution for your books with this ISBN. And of course, KDP, Amazon, they're going to have a lot of distributors. But with that, it comes with a cost, and that comes through your royalties. And like I said in the beginning, when you are self-publishing, you want to be in control of the whole process. So if you're like me and you took the free ISBN, don't feel bad. We did what worked for us at that time, right? As I take more control of my self-publishing journey, I am deciding that I am going to change my ISBN. I've purchased ISBNs so that I can be in control of where my books are being distributed. So there are options to changing your ISBN. You can't just make it to where you have the same book cover because the Amazon ISBN is attached to that. But you can change your book cover, and of course that comes with a cost. And you may not want to do that. You may want to leave those books with Amazon. You may want to keep them on the Amazon site, but your future books, you may want to purchase ISBNs so that your books can be distributed where you would like them to be distributed. And there's a website called Boker.com where you can purchase your ISBNs. You can purchase one or you can purchase multiple at a time. And lately the price hasn't changed, but I don't want to give a price because I don't know if that will change. So I suggest going to Boker.com so that you can see the cost of an ISBN. So another thing I didn't know about was KDP Select. So for KDP Select, there is this fund that is created for all self-published authors on Amazon. And there is a certain amount each month. People can borrow your book from the KDP library. And based on how many pages are read that month, then you can actually still get paid even though people are borrowing your book. And that is great because you can have a combination of people purchasing your book, and then you have this library over here where people are borrowing your book, and even though they may not have purchased it, as long as they are reading your book, you will still be qualified to receive payment from those funds. But here's the bad news. You cannot sell your ebook. And let me make clear, this KDP Select, it is only for ebooks. And it offers additional marketing options. It offers where you can like lower the cost of your book for a month or a couple of weeks. You can also have your book for free for a few days. And I mean, they have all these different types of options that you can use to market your book, which is great. But for you to be able to use these tools, you have to have your book with Amazon exclusively for 90 days. And again, that's just ebooks. This doesn't relate to like your physical printed books. So when I say you can't sell them anywhere else, you can't sell them on your website, you can't sell them on Barnes & Noble, you can't sell them any other place but with KDP and their distributors. So those were just a couple of things that I didn't know. I didn't know that the free ISBN was under the Amazon imprint, and that meant that I wouldn't be able to move my book to my own imprint. Also with KDP Select, it is a great option if you just plan to just publish with Amazon. You don't plan to have your own imprint. But for me, I wanted my own imprint. My goal was to have my own publishing company for my books so that I could be in full control of my self-publishing journey. So ultimately, the decision is yours. But I just wanted to share the things that I didn't know in case others didn't know. I also wanted to give some alternatives to publishing with KDP. There are some great alternatives out there like Ingram Spark. At one point, it was $49 or somewhere around that for you to publish your book with them. But now they have taken away the cost for you to publish right away. So you can upload your book, you can order copies just like you would with KDP, and usually the pricing is very similar. It's just another option for you. Now, some places like Ingram Spark will also offer you the free ISBN. Actually, let me take that back. Ingram Spark will help you to get an ISBN. I do believe that you pay for the ISBN through them. So for them, you would just work with them on getting the ISBN that you need for your book. I also like Lulu. This company has been around for a while, and I had looked into publishing with them before, but KDP at the time, the process was a little bit more simple in publishing. But now with Lulu, when I upload my books to their publishing site, I can actually connect it to my Shopify store. And that just makes it so much easier for me to self-publish. I upload to Lulu's site, and then I am able to connect it to my Shopify store and start selling from there. So Lulu is another great option for self-publishing. And if you wanted to check out Shopify, you can use my code below and you can get a 3-day free trial as well as $1 a month for 3 months. So let's recap. Like I said before, the decision is yours. For the time that I had KDP, I didn't have a problem with my ISBN being under their imprint. But when I decided that I truly wanted to take control of my self-publishing journey, I wanted to have my own ISBNs. So the free ISBN is there, but you want to make sure that you find out all that you can about what you own and what you don't own. And with KDP Select, when that is offered to you, it is only for ebooks, but you have the opportunity to be a part of their KDP library. But remember that for 90 days, your book has to be exclusive with KDP. You cannot sell it anywhere else like your website or Apple or any other place. And again, that's just for the ebooks. And just some other options if you decided that you wanted to try somewhere other than KDP. There is Ingram Spark as well as Lulu, which you can connect to a Shopify store as well. I hope that this information has been helpful for you. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. I am always so happy to meet you here. I look forward to talking with you very soon. And until then, happy writing.